Months after former Chief John Crowley's retirement in December 2023, Golden Valley officially has a new fire chief. Bethany Brunsell comes to the position with 13 years of fire service experience. She's been Golden Valley's assistant fire chief since 2019. She says some of her goals as chief are more community collaboration and focusing on updating fire stations. Brunsell is the city's first female fire chief.
I'm a strong believer that I was chosen for this position because I am best qualified, not because of my gender. But at the same time, I think it is important to have representation out there for people to see that women can be firefighters and women can rise to leadership levels in the fire service too.
Brunsell started her career as a middle school music teacher, but eventually fell in love with fire service. Meanwhile, staffing levels are on the rise at the Golden Valley Police Department. Chief Virgil Green says the department had only 9 sworn staff members in early 2023. The city signed a contract with the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office to cover Golden Valley's day shift. Now, Green expects to have 16 officers plus 3 new patrol sergeants on staff by the end of spring. Green says the police department should be able to cover its day shift by September or October. Meanwhile, the department's investigative division is still short for detectives. This week marks a new era for the Plymouth City Council as it welcomes in 2 new members.
I solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and of the state of Minnesota
and of the state of Minnesota.
That is the new Ward 3 council member Catherine Chesnick taking her oath of office during Tuesday night's council meeting. Right before that, Kimberly Nelson took her oath of office to serve as the new Ward 1 council member. The council solicited applications for the 2 seats after Elise McGregor and Jim Davis resigned last month. Both terms expire on January 6, 2025. State lawmakers are considering bills at the Capitol that look to address Minnesota's housing shortage. But those bills would also make sweeping changes to city zoning codes. That has some local mayors feeling concerned. These so-called missing middle housing bills require cities to allow mid-sized housing like duplexes and triplexes on single-family lots. They also require cities to allow apartments in commercial zoning districts. Supporters say the bills help create new affordable housing.
Zoning reform that allows communities to build modern housing has untold benefits, including increasing affordability, making communities more livable, and having enormous positive environmental effects.
Officials in Plymouth and Maple Grove say they're concerned the bills would strip away local control over housing and would strain infrastructure.
And I am also concerned about the inability of cities to properly address safety concerns, necessary sewage, water concerns. It doesn't seem to take into account the need that cities have to properly design their city.
So there's no control, and then there's no ability for people to object to anything. If a developer wants to buy a property and put a 6-unit building on there, there's not the voice to say no to it.
Plymouth Mayor Jeff Washee told CCX he supports affordable housing, but the legislature should work with cities to develop solutions. In Minnesota, food shelves push for donations during the month of March. Reporter Shannon Sladden sat down with the president of CEAP, Claire Brumbach, to learn more about what they're doing.
March Food Share is a decades-long tradition in the state of Minnesota where food shelves really talk about their needs and get community engagement and involvement. It's our time to really shine and make sure the community knows who we are and what we do. And at CEAP in Brooklyn Park, Brooklyn Center, Maple Grove, and Osseo, we call it the CEAP Community Challenge. It's our opportunity to let the community know what our needs are, what the needs of our neighbors are, and then move forward together. And it's a lot of fun.
Well, this is often a time where we see a lot of creativity.
Yes.
What are you guys doing for folks this month?
We have lots of events. So you can go out and do hunger happy hours. You can do dine to donates. You can come in and volunteer. We can do food drives. Lots of opportunity and of course, any gift we can have. Financial gifts are very important to us right now, so we have to buy a lot of food for a lot of neighbors. So this is a time for us to collect the funds needed to do so.
And is it still okay just to drop off a bag of groceries?
Absolutely. All groceries are welcome. In fact, they're really important this time of year because most families who drop off groceries know what other families like, so those are really great resources for us to make sure we share with everybody else.
All right. Now, I know during the pandemic you guys saw unprecedented need. What are you seeing now?
Now we're seeing, in our 52-year history, this is the largest percentage of first-time users. So folks in our community who are coming to use us for the first time. We want to make sure we have everything they need and that they have a welcoming, warm, friendly environment. You know, at CEAP, we're based on neighbors helping neighbors. And it's really important that when people come, they feel that they have a really friendly, warm place.
All right. And what about volunteering? Are there volunteer opportunities available?
There is, and on our website, you can go right online and sign up.
All right, lots to learn at CEAP.org. Thank you very much for stopping by. Claire Brumback, President of CEAP.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A program at the Hennepin Healthcare Clinic in Brooklyn Park is helping patients walk away with more than a prescription and advice from their doctor.
I have never seen a patient say no to food bags. They're always happy to accept it, and many of our families actually need it.
The Hennepin Healthcare Clinic in Brooklyn Park has partnered with Second Harvest Heartland to offer nutritionally balanced bags of food for any patient who needs them. Each bag weighs about 4 pounds and provides enough food for a few meals. Some of the food bags even contain culturally specific items to help serve the clinic's immigrant patients.
So that itself makes people to accept it when you say, I have this kind of food bag, and it includes all this, food that they are familiar with, and that makes them to accept it and say yes to the food bags.
The food bag program is funded through donations. If you'd like to help, we have a link at ccxmedia.org.
While we didn't have a local team in the state tournament this winter, it was a strong season for boys hockey in the Northwest suburbs. We're recognizing the top players on our all-area boys hockey team. Here's Jay Wilcox.
We start the CCX All-Area Boys Hockey team with an impressive group of forwards. Number 6, Reese Wallen, was a Mr. Hockey finalist for Wayzata. Possessing size and speed, first-team All-Metro pick Wallen had 18 goals and 28 assists. Number 21, Lucas Bush of Maple Grove, is another big forward with strong skating ability. The Crimson offensive MVP, Bush had 23 goals and 24 assists for Section 5AA runner-up Maple Grove. Number 8, Louis Wayman of Providence Academy, was also a Mr. Hockey finalist. The 6'3", 210-pound third-team All-Metro selection had 48 goals and 20 assists for the Lions. Number 21, Trevor Aberwald of Champlain Park, had a strong senior season. The Rebels team MVP and a third-team All-Metro pick, Aberwald had 24 goals and 38 assists, ranking among the Class AA leaders in points. Wayzata's number 14, Jake Matson, led a very talented Trojans team in scoring with 51 points, registering 23 goals with 28 assists. Matson was an All-Lake Conference selection. Number 10, Ben Amato of Brack, excelled as a junior. Amato tallied 32 goals and 31 assists for the Mustangs, including netting all 4 Brack goals in a playoff loss to Providence. Number 17, Tanner Roush of Armstrong Cooper, is a good two-way player who had a breakout year offensively for the Wings. All Northwest Suburban Conference pick Roush had 27 goals and 18 assists. Number 11, Will Bernovic of Champlain Park, was one of the top centers in the Northwest Suburban. Bernovic had 17 goals with 39 assists, excelling in all phases of the game. He had 98 career points. Number 16, Cade DeSaint Hubert of Wayzata, earned second-team All-Metro honors. The senior had 16 goals and 32 assists and has great hands. Number 6, junior Weston Schenkelberg of Hopkins, is a physical player with great skill. Schenkelberg had 36% of his team's goals this season, tallying 29 goals with 12 assists. He was an honorable mention All-Lake Conference pick. Rounding out the forwards, number 7, Trey Peck of Totino Grace. The junior earned all Northwest Suburban honors and had 26 goals with 19 assists for the Eagles. Our defensemen include number 18, Hawk Huff of Wayzata. A physical presence at 6'3", Huff was a first-team All-Metro pick who chipped in offensively with 3 goals and 20 assists. He's committed to St. Cloud State. Number 12, Owen Smith had a strong senior season for Maple Grove. The Crimson defensive MVP and a gritty defender, Smith also had 8 goals with 27 assists while earning all Northwest Suburban honors. Number 22, Finn D. St. Hubert of Wayzata rounds out our defensemen. A third-team All-Metro pick and Yale commit, the junior had a goal and 23 assists and helped the Trojans to 23 wins. Our goalies include number 35, Mason McElroy of Benilde St. Margaret's. The senior had a 25-1 record with a 1.67 goals against average, .921 save percentage, and 5 shutouts in helping the Red Knights to a strong season. Also in net, number 35, Zach Price of Maple Grove. The junior was a third-team All-Metro pick and one of the top goalies in his class. Price had an 18-7 record, 2.0 goals against, and .922 save percentage. A dynamite squad, the CCX All-Area Boys Hockey Team. These guys also had strong seasons. The honorable mention picks for boys hockey. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.